One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it up to 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Sneak gets it done. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. When these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
Fair catch called for and made. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How about when they show off the big fella's mitts? This is a guy that does so much of the dirty work for your team, everything you need to win. You give him the ball, get a first down.
Looking for room, it's Cobb. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Faulk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every...
Snags it down the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got him up for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
5 Fires to the big fella. There he goes. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Knight. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the tight end. Turning on the Jets. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Steps away. Trying to find his man in the middle. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. On the run, it's Ott. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Off the play fake on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. What a dive tossed by that Sooners quarterback. It seems like if you're going to play for Oklahoma, you better be able to spin the magic bean.
You better be able to spin it, and guess what? Most of the time, if you play for Oklahoma, there's a good chance you can win a trophy at the end of the year. That kind of good, that kind of history we've seen throughout, and this guy's just following those footsteps.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Here we go. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Taking it the other way. Turning it on. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get them thinking. And the defense not fooled at all as they stop this play at the line. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Finds his man. It's Coleman. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses like phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking.
He's loose. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff to the single back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw on you.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Runs through a tackle. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power, he's showing you speed, he's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Singleton. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw. It's Knight. Fires it incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On target to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll check him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations. They've got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's Sategna.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Here comes the heat. Grab near the marker. It's Mateer. He's running free down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense not showing press coverage. Dropping back, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Davidson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown Sooners! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense, executing that last drive.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Knight. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got him this time. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'll run play action. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
The Tigers will have it first and 10. They just keep firing. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Wide open spaces. Lots of running room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. But he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The give. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Through the air, it's Knight. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They want to throw it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTEP has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over ULM. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Back to pass, it's Knight. Grab near the marker, it's Simmons. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. fired. On the last play, they'll go back to the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Great job by the DB seeing where the ball's going and breaking it. None of that sounds stupid. Of course, he's supposed to do that. But a lot of times the angles you take are sometimes compromised and leaves you giving up big plays. Nice job going.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the two-point conversion. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
On the ground, it's Henderson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Right back to the well. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Uncorks it. Finds a man on the right. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. It's a pretty good day.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Ott. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Mateer. He lets one fly deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They punted away on fourth down. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Burks. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves...
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Stopped at the 44, the defense coming up with a big interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they...
It's a seam wide open. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Got a man, it's Simmons. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Auburn going to work with another first down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Lets it fly. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Cobb. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Buffalo is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble. May want to head out early and grab a table at the Anchor Bar. They're trailing by 36 to Pittsburgh. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Here's a heat. And his first pass is incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Right on target this time.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Burks. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Going up top again. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
These corners going to give them some space. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I'll tell you what, they still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.